Hello YouTube. I think I'll do things just a little bit differently in this video. Because I got a rather unique figure today. It's an Itachi. It comes on a standard action figure card. The company that makes it is Toynami. Don't really think I've heard of Toynami much. I don't think I've seen them like in Toys R Us. Although, this is a pretty cool... It's rare that I actually had to make customs based on, anime figures. And I just wanted to give a quick little pocket review of what I think of this guy. Wow, his joints, they're pretty mobile, especially the shoulders. Got some universal ball jointage here. They got a swivel and a universal joint that's very nice. Only a single jointed elbow, but it can go pretty far, all things considered. And he has a wrist swivel here. I'll hold that up to the camera. You can see, swivelly, swivelly. And it can twist. So it has a swivel and a hinge. It has a hinge and a swivel. That was a hinge the first time. And he comes with a feature, like, for want of a better term, I'm going to call it the hand swap. Because here we have, I'm just going to go ahead and call it a jutsu hand. I know that's a sign. I think it's a tiger sign, just from watching the anime. So you can pluck the little things off. They're on pegs. And then swap on a new hand. There's the hole, peg, simple peg and hole system. You squish one into the other, and boom. So it's a pretty cool figure. On the head, very expressive. And it's not just a swivel, but it's also, you can also nod. Actually, the head, also it's held on by this little cool little jointage in there. And it's almost looks like a Rebel Tech, I want to say. I don't think it's strictly a Rebel Tech joint, but it looks kind of like one. And that's pretty cool, all things considered. Now that got some really nice ankles here. Look at how far down they can bend, and they also twist to the sides. And there is good leg articulation in there. I feel that the hips are universal, and he has knee joints, single cut knee joints and a double joint, but he can't really use his legs because the coat is in the way. I mean, look, that's really as far as I can move them. So this is a figure that's meant to just stand on your desk and look cool and collected. He's not really designed for action, battling, fight poses. Could probably fix that by cutting a slit up along the hem, so that the coat would be able to open up a little more. Not sure how that would look. I meant to cut a slit up this obvious hem. It would be a hem if it was his ordinary cloak, but I don't know. I'm not going to go chopping into it because for the purpose of the customization I don't really have to. But this is really the first action figure of this actually rather good quality, both in sculpt and posability. Hypothetical posability is going to have to mean. This is really the first time I've ever actually been able to work on a figure that's, this good. And it's pretty cool. Alright, I've been talking about this thing for 4 minutes. You probably just want to see the custom video, so let's do that. Alright, let's move on to the custom itself. This character is Komaru, from YouTube user Komaru the Hillian. As you can see from the picture, Komaru is essentially Yo Asakura's head stuck onto an Akatsuki body with the clouds and trim and stuff painted yellow instead of red. So, let's take another look at that Itachi figure. As you can see, he's a very, very nice figure. He just stands there. I've already gone over what he does. Let's take him apart. Now, unlike a lot of figures that I take apart, this one, his arms and his head and his hands and stuff are all held in with simple peg and hole joints. Like I said, I'm pretty sure that those are either Revoltechs or a distant cousin of Revoltech that hold him together and allow him to move. And it has the added bonus of making the toy extremely easy to take apart and reassemble. So once I got the arms out of the way, I gave the coat a quick repaint. I painted over all those clouds yellow and the trim. And later on I'm going to change his Akatsuki shirt into a Yo shirt. The real challenge of this came, of course, from the head. It's much narrower and has a much narrower hairstyle. So the first thing I had to do was chop off the sides of Itachi's hair so that I could sculpt on new stuff. And so let's take a look at what that actually looks like. And this is what my added sculpt looked like. This is totally, after all it's done, I repainted the face to get rid of the lines and painted the eyes brown instead of red. This is as good a time as any to talk about some basic tropes about anime hair. The thing is, the whole parted down the middle, creating extremely long bangs that go down the sides of the face instead of in front of them. It's actually a really common hairstyle among both men and women in anime. And really the only difference is that Yo's actually kind of sticks out a little more. Of course, I had to deal with the different artistic aesthetics between Shaman King and Naruto. In Shaman King you have like the Dragon Ball Z style of big round heads, while Naruto has more slimmer, more human proportioned heads. So those two aesthetics kind of clash a little bit when you try to make their hair. But I think despite not really having a good 3D model of what Yo's hair looks like, I think I got the look pretty okay. Okay, so here's the completed figure in all of its glory. At one point I actually did pull a leg out to see how well it's articulated, and the knee has a very shallow bend. I think they figured, he's going to be wearing a cloak that won't allow his legs to move much anyway, so there's no real need to give him any kind of deep leg articulation. Of course, you can still use that hand swap feature, and this guy is meant to look cool in very subtle poses, because that's mostly what Itachi did, subtle poses. Thanks for watching!